Hey guys, what's up? I'm sorry I haven't been posting on my regular schedule. I know that I usually post every Tuesday, but these last 2 weeks have been a little out of whack. Last week I posted on Friday, and this week I'm filming on Tuesday. Not sure when I'll be able to get this video up. Hopefully Wednesday, if you're seeing this later. I'm sorry. But today I'm really excited because I'm going to be playing with some spanking new makeup. Like brand spanking new. Yesterday I was lucky enough to go to the Milk Makeup event. That was the launch of their new Flex Stick foundations, and today I'm going to be playing with them. So I'm super excited. I'm also going to be playing with some other new products from other brands that I've been dying to try out. So yeah, that's it. I'm just going to be playing with makeup on my face. And my skin's a little mad at me right now because of hormones and because I've been filming Halloween videos non-stop. So I know I've been quiet and my posting schedule has been out of whack, but that's all because of Halloween. But soon everything will go back to normal, hopefully. If you're new here, then welcome. I usually post every Tuesday, so yeah, please don't let this week be an example of my posting schedule. And sometimes I post on the weekend as well. So yeah, let's talk Flex. This is the little goodie bag they gave us. The event was actually really cool. They hooked us up with head-to-toe Adidas gear, and we got to have a little dance lesson and learn a choreography from Josh Kalaki. It was loads of fun. We all were just like messing up and sweating our asses off, but we all had a great time. Honestly, Milk throws the best out of the box events. They always try to be different with their events, and I really appreciate them for that. They also had a little photo studio set up, so we got to take some photos, and you'll be seeing the photos I took there on my Instagram. So now let's dig into this, shall we? First of all, let's talk about these models. I'm like in love with this model. They are so cute. But they did an open casting call, and they just got people who weren't professional models to come in and shoot with them. And the photos for this campaign honestly look bomb. And this is what we have inside. So I really like that this packaging is all, I'm assuming, like repurposed cardboard. And inside we've got the new stick foundations, we've got some Flex concealers, we've got a little baby Hydro Grip primer. If you think you're a baby, this is baby. And we've got the 4 new highlighters. Now, the highlighter is freaking gorgeous. I got to put some on my body at the event. I put it on my collarbone, put it on my shoulders. It's freaking amazing. So I'm really excited. The colors of the concealers that they put in here are too light for me, and I just went on a little camping trip and I got a tan. I don't know if you can tell, probably not, but I did get a bit of a tan, so I don't know if these are gonna match me exactly. Hopefully they will, but I've got other Flex concealers here in my collection that are my match. So yeah, I've just got to shade match myself, and I'm going to do that before I apply any primer or anything, because then I can just wipe it off and then start my makeup. While I was getting everything out of the box, I read the top, and it says right here that this box is made from 100% post-consumer waste and you can recycle it, so I really appreciate Milk for doing that. And I want to show you the highlighters because they are gorgeous. So I'm going to do some quick swatches while I read what's on the box. These are the new Flex highlighters, Flex on the Glow. Oh, that's cute. Silky Pearl and Gemstone Packed Pressed Highlighter glides on smooth without creasing or caking for a next level glow. And they're talc free. They each retail for $28, and there are 4 shades. And these look absolutely gorgeous. When I saw that they created a lit shade, I was super excited because their lit cream highlighter is like my favorite thing in the world. And so I wanted to compare the two to see if they were the same color or what was the difference in shine. Here you can see the powder one on top and the cream one on the bottom. And they both look gorgeous, and they'll be used in different situations for different finishes. So I think it's amazing that they created this color with a different finish because it's honestly super flattering on so many skin shades. And this Blitz color that's like this rose gold is honestly like, I am so excited for this. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys the highlighters, but now it's time for shade matching. They gave me the shade Light Beige, which honestly I think might be a match. Vanilla. And vanilla is the shade that I use in the Flex concealers. Sometimes it's a little too pink for me, but usually when I'm paler, it's like bang on. Shell. Ooh, that is light. And Buff. That is super, super light. Yeah, so vanilla's definitely too pink for me, and these are definitely too pale. So I'm gonna go with light beige. I'm gonna start with the Hydro Grip Primer, and I honestly still don't know how to feel about this primer. I feel like it works with some foundations, and with others it doesn't. So I think it just really depends what foundation you're pairing it with. It can be a really, really great primer, but other ones it just doesn't seem to like match very well. But today, since I'm using the Milk foundation, I'm going to be using it. And you can see that I got a tan, but I also got a little bit of sunburn on my nose. But before I go in with my foundation, I'm going to do some color correcting because I've got some gnarly scars. So I'm using the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the color Yellow Corrector, and I'm just going to apply that on my really dark spots and a little bit under my eyes. And I like blending this out with my finger. This will just help to neutralize all those spots and will make concealing them a whole lot easier. You can see they're already pretty much covered up. Half the work has been done. I'm using like the smallest amount of product. This is how I can fake having good skin when I'm having really bad breakouts, is by spot correcting and spot concealing and using minimal amounts of foundation. Okay, so on the box it says that the Flex Foundation Stick is buildable, medium coverage, natural finish foundation, covers, calms, and flexes without creasing or caking. It is silicone free and it costs $36. Flex is formulated with marshmallow root extract to flex seamlessly with your face. Blue Lotus to moisturize and chamomile to help calm skin. So yeah, I'm excited for this. It seems a lot more heavy coverage than medium, I would say. So I'm just going to lightly, oh, it smells really good. Apply it kind of everywhere. And I think on one side of my face, I'm going to blend it out with my fingers, and the other one I'll try a beauty blender. I usually like using my fingers with the Milk makeup products. I find that they work really well when you blend it in with your fingers because the warmth of your hand kind of helps to melt and move the product. Damn, that looks good. Like, good. Am I gonna use a beauty blender on the other side? Now I'm thinking maybe I shouldn't. But maybe I will, just to test it out. Because some days I don't really feel like using my fingers. It does seem to be maybe a little bit light for me, but I'll do some bronzing and we'll be fine. Okay, so that is one side. I think that's pretty full coverage. Like, if I were to do another layer of this, like, just to spot conceal, like, that's goddamn full coverage. And it's got a nice skin-like sheen to it, which I really like. Okay, now beauty blender on the other side. Let's see. I don't know. I think I prefer my fingers for a cream product and a beauty blender for more liquid products, but it seems to be working fine. I feel like this side I got a lighter coverage because the sponge does absorb some product. So if you like a lighter coverage, then maybe go in with a beauty blender or just use less product, honestly. But it feels beautiful when you apply it with your fingers. It just like glides on. I need a little bit on my nose because that red is still peeking through. All right. This seems really freaking good, honestly. So as I said, the concealer that I typically use is vanilla. I'm probably going to use that under my eyes, but I'm going to try the light medium for spot concealing. This might be a little too dark though. Let me see. I'm just taking it on the back of my hand and then just using my fingers to apply it. Oh, that might be the right color. And I do like spreading out this concealer with my fingers. I always like tapping it. It is very full coverage and it does wonders for covering up pimples and stuff. So I do like just tapping it with my fingers because that ensures that I'll get the most amount of coverage. If I use a sponge, it'll absorb the product and I really don't want that when I'm concealing. Oh yeah, this is like my perfect shade right now. Sweet. It's always weird getting a tan because then you have to like pick out a whole new set of foundation and concealers, and honestly, nobody's got time for that. Also, having a tan is new to me. I tan very easily, so I always avoid the sun like the plague. But this summer, I was like, you know what? Maybe I do want a tan. So here we are. having to use new foundations, and it's a little weird, but luckily I've got a lot of foundations that were a little too dark for me before, so it kind of works out. Under my eyes, I used to use the color Creme to brighten them up, but now I'm going to go in with Vanilla, which used to be my spot concealing color. And Vanilla is neutral, but I think it leans a little towards pink. So I can use it, but I definitely don't have pink undertones. Oh yeah, that works great under my eyes. And you guys know that I love Milk, but the Flex Concealer is honestly one of my favorite products because it's just a really damn good concealer. It's got a really high coverage, but it doesn't look cakey. And like that's the problem usually with high coverage things, is that they look cakey. And like, damn, I look like I've got good skin right now, and you guys saw what was happening. Like, that was not good skin. I'm really curious to see how this foundation wears. It obviously depends on how much you apply, because you can go really heavy or you can just add a little bit and go sheer with it, but that goes for every foundation. Now I'm just going to set my under eye area and like my T-zone with the Milk Makeup Blur and Set Powder. This is basically going to be a full face of Milk makeup, but with other brands to do the eyes, and I'm going to get a little creative with it. I know it seems boring right now, but just wait, okay? And I'm just going to make sure there's no creases. I crease a lot under my eyes. I have a lot of like little lines under there. Wait, I'm actually going to put a little bit of concealer on the tip of my nose because the red is just peeking through. Honestly, that's just rude. I'm just going to powder around my nose, under my eyes, on my eyes, and on the center of my forehead. Now just to warm up my face a little bit, I'm going in with the Milk Makeup Matte Bronzer in the color Baked, and I'm just going to apply this kind of where I would contour, even though this color is a little too warm for contouring. That's why I'm buffing it upwards so that it gets onto my cheeks and then just warms up this area a little bit. If it were contour, I would probably just blend it in this area. I wouldn't bring it so far up. I'm also going to apply that around my forehead. Can really go in heavy. And this kind of helps to adjust the foundation shade as well to match me a little bit better. So if you ever have a foundation that's just a little too light, you can just go in with some bronzer around the perimeter of your face. And that way the perimeter will match you and you'll just have like a brighter center of your face. Bit around my nose, like a little nose contour. It's just a thing I like to do. And then on my chin, I'm gonna go around the jawline too, just to make sure everything kind of matches. But yeah, that's instantly a healthy looking face. Damn, that looks good. Honestly, Milk knows how to make complexion products. Like, I am never disappointed with their complexion stuff. Then just to groom my brows a bit, I'm going to go in with the Kush Clear Brow Gel and just spike them upwards. They are freshly bleached, and this just kind of keeps them in place. Makes them look a little bit bushier than what they really are. This foundation, I can see it being really good for normal to dry skin. If you have oily skin, you can definitely wear it, but you just have to prep your skin differently. I'd say go with a mattifying primer and then use a really mattifying powder on top. I might have to do that on my forehead and right here once I'm done with a look. My oil will probably start coming through. This is what I would do on a day-to-day. I would just put on some blush and mascara and head out the door. But now we're going to do something fun. I just got in the mail the new Lit Neon Pigments, and so I really want to play with these. I was looking for inspo on Instagram, and I found some looks that were really calling out to me by an artist that I love. She goes by La Petite Vengeance on Instagram. Her name is Marika Dauteuil, and she's a Canadian makeup artist, and she does the most beautiful avant-garde fashion looks, and she had a look with a neon orange blush I really want to do, or at least base myself off of that and create something. I was thinking about going for a glossy lid because I don't know if I've ever done a glossy lid, like ever. I don't know. So I think I'm going to go for the neon blush that turns into a glossy lid. I'm really digging that idea right now. So think that's what we're gonna do. And one thing that has me really, really excited is that neon colors usually come in powders like these lit pigments, or a liquid form like these Suva Beauty hydroliners, which you activate with water. And these pigments you can mix with the lit mixing medium to turn them into liquid and use them as liners as well. But I've always felt the need for something in between that's not powder or liquid. And I got to play around with my Danessa Myricks Magic Set and Seal. This is a mixing medium that she has, and basically if you know the Danessa Myricks color fixes, they are these cream colors that once they set, they are on for good, and they are so bright and so pigmented, and you can use them for everything on the face. And this is actually the mixing medium that those are made with, and you can mix your own pigments into it to make your own colors. And so I got to play and I mixed these two, and it transforms this into a neon cream color, and you're able to blend it out beautifully. And the thing with neon pigments is that they're usually more on the chalky side, and they're usually hard to blend compared to regular eyeshadows. So this has got me really excited because I do want to keep this look very dewy and soft, and I didn't want to go in with a powdered product on top of this. So I'm going to mix these two together and create the most beautiful neon cream color to use as my blush and lid color. So I'm just going to take it on the back of my hand. I'm just taking some of the pigment, whoop, and then I'm taking a drop of the Set and Seal, and I am mixing them together, and you get this gorgeous color. So that's the pigment on its own. It's a lot brighter. The cream does tone it down, but it's still super intense. Like, the camera can't capture how bright it is. It's like malfunctioning. But I'm going to take that and I'm going to start applying it on my eyes and cheek area. And you can see how this just blends out and diffuses beautifully. And that's something that usually you cannot do with like neon colors, like true UV colors. I'm not talking about like the Huda Beauty Neon, because those weren't true UV. These are UV reactive. If I go under a UV light, like this will really, really shine. So I'm just going to apply that all over my eye. I might go in with a brush to get the little inner corner, but I love working with my fingers with cream products like this. And the thing with the color fixes and the Set and Seal is that you do have a good amount of working time with them, but once they set like for good. Even micellar water doesn't take them off. You have to use like the makeup remover for waterproof makeup, so they are intense. But they're great for like doing a glossy eye look, because once they're on, and then you put on the gloss and it won't crease the color that's underneath. So they're amazing for doing that kind of stuff. Thinking maybe I should do one pink eye and one orange eye. I don't know. Oh, and the color I'm using is called Kabang. Forgot about that little detail. I'm gonna put some under my eye. I might go in with a brush though, just so I can get it right under my eye and in the inner corner. I want to make sure that this is blended out nicely. I'm just layering on some more. Oh my god, I'm like so in love right now. I don't think you guys understand. I think I am gonna add more up here though, creeping up on my brow, cause why not? I might take it also in this inner corner. So it's starting to form a weird kind of shape, and I'm actually kind of into that, where there's none kind of here, there's a bright spot right here, a bright spot here, a bright spot here. Yeah, I'm down for creating like weird shapes. Let me try. I'm just taking the powder right now because this has a slightly tacky finish to it. So I'm just going to take the pure pigment and just layer it on top. Oh boy. Add that like here. And I think I am going to do a light layer of the pigment on my lids just to make sure it doesn't stick together and crease. I'm just going to do a layer like that. Oh my god. The camera can't even capture how bright it is. Like, it's that bright that my camera's just like, nope. So I'm just kind of creating a random shape. Might bring it further down. Okay, kind of into that. And I don't know if I should just do the one eye or if I should go pink on this side. Ugh, I want to do like a more high-end, high-fashion look. That's why I want to go with a gloss on the lids to add some more texture to this. And sometimes simplicity is best. The pigment seems to blend out beautifully on its own as well, which is a nice change from other neon pigments. Okay, I am really happy with this eye, how it's looking right now. And I think now I'm going to take the color Beyond Pink. I'm going to start applying it just the pure pigment, just on a brush. And I'm going to do this eye over here. I think I'm going to go a lot smaller on this eye. This eye is going to be like the big explosion. This is just going to be like a little detail. And now I'm going to mix that with some of the mixing medium. That is what that looks like. Oh, that is pretty. And I'm going to take that on a little brush and just intensify certain spots. Just kind of letting the brush flow and just kind of doing whatever it wants to get these like organic shapes. At the same time, being very controlled with where I apply it. I think I'm happy with the color. I could either go like super, super colorful and add a bunch of colors or keep it very minimalist like this. I'm thinking I might keep it minimalist. It's a hard choice. It's a hard decision. I'm also thinking about adding yellow. I don't know what to do. I think for lips, I'm going to go in with the Milk Makeup Kush Lip Balm in the color Nug. It's this kind of like peachy tone. It's very, very your lips but better, because that's really just what I want. Just my lips but better. And then thinking about sprinkling some yellow like over my lips. I think I'm going to use that, and the shade is Kaboom. I'm going to take that on a long brush, a liner brush, so that I can be more precise with my application. I want it to be as if I like just flicked the color on, kind of. I'm going to mix some of that with the mixing medium as well. Okay, the back of my hand is just like perfection right now. This color palette is everything. This is hard. Coming up with like minimalist designs is so hard because you want to find balance in everything. Like these are very organic shapes, and then this one's just very straight. And so it's just like, I don't know. Maybe if I break it apart a little bit. Kind of want to put a little bit of that yellow right here. I'm going to take some of the pure pigment and just... It's weird that it looks more green here, and here it looks like super yellow. I'm going to take it and just let it fall. But it still looks way more yellow here than it does here. Here it's just like green. It's so weird. I'm gonna let it like trickle down the side of my nose. I don't know if I like that. Am I messing things up? Probably. I'm going to get rid of that yellow over there because I don't think I like it. So I'm just gonna cover that up with orange again. We'll pretend it never happened. Now I'm going to do mascara. I'm using the Milk Kush mascara. I'm going to go pretty heavy-handed with this, I think. Oh, and the Danessa Myricks Color Fixes, you can also use them as mascara. So whatever you mix with this medium, you can also use as mascara. So you can make any color you want. It's pretty dope. I'm going to take it on my bottom lash line as well. Now I'm going to take the Milk Makeup Face Gloss and apply it to my eye. Now, I'm not sure if I want just the one eye yet or both eyes, but I want to gloss it up in here. Oh, that is everything. And I'm taking it like all the way to my brow bone. And I'm also gonna take it on my cheekbone, because why not? Let's make it all wet. Then I'm also going to do my other eye, because might as well. And just lightly on the cheekbone. Just very lightly. I might actually tone it down on this side. I'm just taking a clean finger and tapping the excess off. Oh man. And I kind of want to add gloss to my lips. I take this gloss and just... This gloss is really thick, so it's great for just doing like a heavy layer of it to create this effect. Oh, I'm in love. I am in love. Neons all over my face with glossy skin. Fuck yeah. I might do some more precise application of the gloss using this and do the inner corner as well, because you know we gotta have a shine in the inner corner. Gonna do it on this side, and I think that's the look done. I'm going to switch over to my good lens so I can show you this makeup in all its glory. But before I do that, I just wanted to show you quickly how the highlighters look applied onto the body. I had filmed this whole thing, but turns out my microphone was off, so there's no audio, so I apologize. But basically, I just swatched the highlighters on my body just so you could see how they wear, and not just in swatch form. So I started off with lit on my collarbone, and then I used blitzed. Then I used iced on my shoulder and glazed on my other shoulder. You can see that they all give a wet look that's absolutely gorgeous on the body. And I do plan on using these in future looks, so you will get to see them on my face as well. But this time, unfortunately, I just didn't incorporate them into the look, but I wanted to show them off nonetheless. And now, this is the finished look. I am super in love with all the textures, all the colors, even though it is really minimalistic. And honestly, the foundation is holding up really well. I thought I would definitely be super oily by the end of this. Usually at the end of my videos, I'm a little bit shiny. And honestly, this is like holding up really well. I'm really impressed. I do want to test out how it wears like throughout the entire day, so I can keep you guys updated on that later on. But yeah, so far I think it looks really good. I don't know, you tell me. The shade match seems pretty good, and I think it looks beautiful. I don't think it looks cakey at all. You can tell it's a heavier coverage, but it does have a very beautiful skin-like finish. So if you're into heavy coverage, I'd say this is for you. And I didn't twist it out to see how much product was in here, but let's do the thing. So that's how much you get in there. I don't know how long that's going to take me to use, but I will definitely be using this more often, and I love that this is something that I can just throw in my purse and go. And it's got a heavy enough coverage that you can use it as concealer as well if you layer it up. So this is definitely something I'm going to be keeping in my purse for little touch-ups. I love how compact this is. The packaging is similar to their new lipstick packaging, which is beautiful. It's all white, very clean, very simple. I really like it. As far as first impressions go, I'm really impressed. And I mean, you guys know that I love Milk makeup, but I honestly love their Complexion products. It's my go-to for my day-to-day. They don't break me out, and that's why I kept using them as my day-to-day makeup, and it wears super well. If I had great skin, then maybe I wouldn't care as much, but for someone who is acne prone like me, I really kind of cling on to the stuff that works for my skin, and so Milk is definitely one of those brands that all their Complexion products really don't bother my skin at all, and they wear beautifully. So I'm hoping that this one wears beautifully as well, because I would love to add this to my day-to-day makeup collection. So I hope you guys like this video. I wanted to do something a little fun rather than just a simple first impressions for the foundation. I also wanted to play with these pigments. I literally just got them a couple days ago, and so I figured I'd do both things at once. Let me know what you thought. Do you like this kind of look that's more minimalistic, more avant-garde? I know that I love them, but I tend not to do the more minimalistic looks. You guys know that when I go all out, I go all out, but I'd love to do more of this stuff in the future if you guys like it, so let me know what you thought down below. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to all my patrons who support me, and I'll see you next time. Bye!